Hey all, welcome back. Well, I think the first protocol is getting this top surface skimmed a little bit. Just bare minimum, just as much as I need to, no more. Just to get a nice flat surface. Headstock's coming off the end of the bench here with the router sled ends here, so I should be alright, should be able to get it all. But yeah, so I'll start there. We need to get this side surface flat, we need this surface flat, and then we need the underside of the headstock skimmed to thin it down a bit. I want to try and get all that done first, and then create like possibly the other side there or whatever. Create one side, make sure it's really super flat along for using the guide, the fence on the router for doing all the truss rod, etc. Anyway, let's just fire on, shall we? So as usual, I'm using one of these bullnose bits, and it comes to a kind of a point which I'm laying up with the centre line. I've got a piece of wood clamped here, that'll stop me there. Piece of wood clamped here, because this just comes right at the back, but it stops me going off the edge there. So the next thing to do is a test run. Also, the other thing, for setting the height, I have my depth stop there. I just put the rod in. Tighten that up so it's maybe snug out. Yeah, so that. Yeah, so that's the depth stop set. Plug it in there. Plug this in somewhere up here, and we can. Now we can just do a tiny shallow run and check on our alignment. Right, truss rods in. Now carbon fibre rods. I'll take them almost to the nut, I think. Should be the best, so they go right down here somewhere. And I shall chop off, I'll take 30mm off of one end, because I want these really close to the truss rod, but I don't want them sort of just hanging about in empty space in here, invading this space. So I'll just chop a little bit off the end. This is 30mm. Yeah, 30mm will be good, because this section is all going to be bolted in the neck pocket anyway. Where the thing sits, it's going to be the end of the neck, so it's going to be that much in the pocket. So yeah, I'll take 30mm off of both of these, just to shorten one down that a little bit, and then we can get these channels done for these rods. Hunky dory. I don't know, it just caught the wind and went floof straight through in the truss or channel. It won't really matter though. It's not really a big issue at all. It's a non-issue, so I'm not too bothered. I'll probably put some super glue and sawdust in anyway. But yeah, it's so small and insignificant. It's not going to have a big impact. Still a pain in the bum though. I'm not sure why that did that. It just seemed to grab and pull itself through there. Anyhow, not to worry. Not to worry. The main thing is, don't cry about it, because it's not pleasant to watch somebody crying about things like that. Now, if I put this here, and I put this here, I wonder if this'll work. Just need that to go in there, like so. Perfect. go then. That's that on. Just peel that there. That's a great trick, that one. A little bit of masking tape. Just right at the end of the fretboard. And then you don't have to scrape and clean up all that glue, squeeze out. The sides are okay, because they're all going to get routed anyway. But the end bit where the nut goes, beautifully clean, lovely. So yeah, that's good. That's all looking hunky-dory. It's all glued down. And you'll notice I use these two skinny bits of wood up the sides because I think, I mean, if there's a slight sort of hump in your fretboard or that, you're going to radius it and that's going to disappear. But if the sides aren't nice and flat down, it's going to be quite obvious and really annoying. So I like to do that. That's why I put the two skinny bits down and then that in the middle. Well, this looks amazing. Got away with it. I skimmed that top piece so thin. It's like a veneer now. But thankfully I have got away with it, as you can see. Yeah, I mean, that looks absolutely superb. I think that's just awesome. And of course I've got the locking nut, which is going to go there, or down there, excuse me. Oh yeah, so locking nut there, and that's going to, so the resin river thing's going to, look at that, that ties in so well. That's absolutely superb. But yeah, I skimmed this super thin. That was about 1.5 to almost 2 millimeters thick, and now it's like a veneer, but I haven't gone through, so I think I've got away with it. Yeah, it's not easy, especially with it being angled and you're trying to get it as flat as you can in the sled and do your thing, but I probably should have taken more care and checked it a bit closer. But yeah, it's alright. There's a thicker bit just here where the bend is, like, so I might take some of that down. I'm not sure yet. Try and get it to match in better. I don't suppose it'll matter, mind you. Anyway, yeah. So I'm going to leave this here. We'll come back, more neck stuff. We'll need to do this thing here and sort out some sort of end of the heel, leave it an overhang, and radius the board, get frets in, lots of stuff to do. So yeah, but as usual, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like, comment, etc. And I'll see you again soon. Cheers!